This week on iSoldier, we're going to check in with Rangers and head to the DC flyover. But first, we have some exciting news from the White House. 2 unsung heroes from World War I will finally receive the Medal of Honor. Sergeant William Shemin, a Jewish-American soldier, and Sergeant Henry Johnson, an African-American soldier, currently have the Distinguished Service Cross, which will be upgraded to the nation's highest honor by the President. 56 aircraft flew over the nation's capital to commemorate Victory in Europe Day. Ernest Hancock talks about his experience as a B-17 gunner during World War II.
No, I was an engineer gunner on a B-17. I went in the military in mid-1943, took all the necessary training, and probably trained in B-17 for about 3 months, and overseas we went. I don't know that I have a fond memory of the B-17. I was shot down July the 18th, 1944. The only thing I can say about a POW is that we had very little to eat. The Russians were coming. The Germans didn't want us to fall in the hands of the Russians, so we evacuated the camp on the 6th of February, 1945, and walked 600 miles. And in that process of walking, about 2,000 men passed away through starvation.
After that grueling foot march, Hancock and his fellow POWs were liberated in April of 1945. Hancock got out of the Army shortly after World War II and was awarded the Silver Star in 2014, nearly 70 years later. The 8 remaining females in Ranger School, along with 101 men, have been recycled. They will have the opportunity to retry the Derby phase in order to move on and complete Ranger School. 35 male students dropped out entirely, leaving 115 male students of the original 399 moving on to Mountain phase. 33% of soldiers who graduate Ranger School have been recycled at least once. We'll be watching the journey as it continues. Follow along with us on Facebook. I have a sneak peek of our newest project for you. Photos from the field will now be available on our YouTube channel, and you can find the high-res versions of the photos on our Flickr page. Send your best photos to our email address, and you might be featured on a future show. I'll see you next week on iSoldier.